it ended too soon. I mean, well, that's just the way it is when it comes to Married to Medicine LA. We're going to keep on watching you all so we can get more episodes because we like LA. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Married to Medicine LA. Like I said, this is the season finale. It's episode 10 of season 2. It's over, and it just got over so fast. I really do like these girls, so listen, we're going to keep on watching, keep on reviewing, and doing what it is we do on this side so they can do what they do on that side so we can get more episodes. Just like we did with the regular Married to Medicine over in Atlanta. I like these ladies and I want to see this continue. But there was some funny stuff that was going on with this little finale. And it didn't feel, you know, a lot of times, and I think it's after we've seen so much, we're kind of, we get happy to get to the end because then we know we're going to get to the reunions and all of that stuff. Well, you know, this whole pandemic type of atmosphere that we're in, we're missing out on reunions and stuff. So we're not in these rushes to get done. So it just, boom, it just creeps up on you. And the next thing you know, you're done. So, but that's our new normal for right now. It sucks, but that's our new normal. But this was just, it was just a good feeling episode. And a lot of little bows were tied on things. It was Christmas. So that was the thing. And it was kind of funny. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I'm from Pennsylvania. And it always seems weird to be celebrating Christmas and there's no snow and it's not cold. So I decided to keep reminding myself it's Christmas time and they're doing these trees and decorations, yet they're in the pool. I'm like, okay, grow up, mister. Christmas doesn't look like your Christmas over there. So I just had to keep reminding myself. But let me tell you what they did do in this episode, baby. What they did wrap up and put a lovely bow on and put it away and was so unbothered was Phil. I said, oh, baby. Wrapped his whole self and his story up, put a bow on him, and Imani sat him right up on the couch. Done with it. I said, okay, we had this one scene with Mama, Imani, and Idris, and they were catching up after her trip, and I was like, oh, the conversation, you know, that's Imani and her mom. They're very, okay, this is what's going on. And I think the conversation was a little too much. This is what's going on and what's going on with Idris. Because she was talking about the party with the penises and all of this. And he's just sitting there and, you know, he's like, you know, he's so unbothered because they are very open like that. And, you know, it is what it is. Parenting is parenting. Everybody parents different. Your style of parenting may be different than my style of parenting, but it doesn't make one right and one wrong as long as nobody's getting hurt, you know, and the kids are getting what they need. It is what it is. It's parenting. But I was laughing at how, for a change, we saw Mama seem to be a little bit uncomfortable and not really in control of exactly what was going on the way that she possibly would have been in control of it. But it was funny. So they were catching up on the girls' trip, and then she really was, Imani's mom was making sure that they were good. That's what I pulled from the scene. She was making sure that Idris was good, and that Imani was good, and that she was really paying attention to him, and he was getting across what his feelings were, making sure that her babies were good, period. I really do. Every time I see Imani's mom coming through, I just get a sense of, come on, here we go. I like her. I really do. I like her. I like her swag. I just think she's real groovy. I really do. But yeah, they had that going on. Child and Idris, he just is messy. He said, so, can I see the penis? And he's like, I'm gonna hang him up on the tree. I was like, oh Lord. And it's different. And I know that some of the reviewers are probably gonna have something to say, and some of our watchers are gonna have something to say about that whole little situation. But I was a little uneasy at first, but I did get very tickled at how he was just so unbothered with it. And hey, it is what it is, child. I want to hang him on the tree. So I just kind of laughed at that. But anyway, I thought that was very interesting. Um, Definitely ballsy of Imani to put that piece of the way she parents on screen, because I know how people are, honey. I've been doing this a long time. I know how people are, honey, and they take and they love to. I'm one of them. That's what I do. So anyway, moving on. So like I said, they did that, and we ain't heard no more about no field child. They put a nice little bow on him and put him right on up on the shelf. He's done. We ain't. Bye, Phil. Anyway, moving on. Shanique. Shanique went to a meeting with Josh Altman. She got the hookup, and Jasmine gave her his number as a gift, as a Christmas gift, to try to give her a little leg up into what it is that she's going to be doing. He came right in there, sat down, got down to business, gave her the real about the business. And I was sitting there like this, saying, yeah, let's hear what's really going on. And he basically said what I thought it was, baby, that it's very much a cliquish sport, and that she really needed to team up with some experienced folks in a group, get herself into a group with some more experienced folks, because if she doesn't, she's not going to succeed, because the business there in LA, it's just cliquish. And I figured that was the vibe that I was getting, and I figured that's how it would be. I was like, ooh. So that was a good thing. That was a good conversation they were having. Moving on to Brittany. Listen, Mac finally made it into the bed and into Brittany's pants, honey. And I laughed. I said, Brittany, I know you could kick yourself, couldn't you, girl? Because they showed them actually getting the little boy out of the bed, and he was trying to, not wanting to do it, but he took his little butt and went and got in the top bunk with his sister. He's like, going in that room by myself, child. I'll go on over here with her. She looked like you. I'll get over here with her. I said, oh, Lord. Child, See, I didn't play that sleeping with me stuff. Get out of here. You ain't sleeping with me, child. That's why I bought all those beds, honey. Get out of here. Yeah, that's a mess. So she got him out, and did you show they showed the morning after? You know, the morning after is always telling, isn't it? Honey, Britt was over there. She done got up and put on a cat eye. I said, what's the cat eye, Brittany? What happened last night, honey? That you done jumped up giving, honey, what happened, girl? After the cameras went off, Mac done pulled you and gave you something, didn't he? And she was just as smiling, honey. I said, look at her. You threw that little boy out the room, and now you can't take your eyes off his daddy. I said, you wish you'd have been through him out, don't you, girl? Yeah, we see you, honey. I knew some mess had done went down when I seen that cat eye, honey. I said, he done pulled her tail a couple times last night. Go on, Mac. Mac done finally made his way into the bed, honey. Good for you. Kendra and Leah were actually out shopping. And child, they was talking about Jasmine and her husband. And they were trying to figure out, is the husband going to be at this big old Christmas party that Jasmine's giving? And then they were like, just poking fun, and they're saying, well, is he even real? Is the man even real, or is he just like some type of a fable, or just a story? She really ain't married for real. I said, y'all better shut up. Because y'all know Jasmine will sit back and watch this playback and be mad as hell at all of y'all, honey. Y'all better hush. So I laughed at that. I said, Lord, them in this storyline. Now, I will say this. This is this right here, and I'm saying this. I've been watching. I've been with y'all. Y'all can retire this storyline. Y'all can retire it. It's tired now about her husband. Me personally, no, we've never seen her husband. We don't know what he got going on. And guess what? We don't give a damn. I don't care to see her husband at this point. It's not even interesting anymore. I don't give a damn. I don't need to see him. I don't need to hear nothing else about him. The hell with him. And that's just where I'm at. I don't know about anybody else. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. But I'm over it as a storyline. If we ain't got nothing else for Jasmine, she can go where he's at. And we don't know where the hell she is. You listening? Okay. All right. Moving on. I said it. I did. I said it. I said it. You roll it back and watch it again. If you bring him up again, you can go with him. Anyway, moving on. So, listen to this. So, we go down to this party. Of course, the house is beautiful. And Leah's like, child, am I tacky? You know you can be, Leah. You know there's a little tinge of tack in there if you want to tap into it. But she was talking about the velvet on the walls. No, you're not tacky because it was sharp. You know, and when we think of like velvet on the walls, that's so 1970s, honey. That's so, when you think velvet on the wall, you start hearing a soundtrack playing in your head that's like, but no, it's beautiful shit like this, like really pretty red, lush. Child just look like money, and a bunch of it. That house is gorgeous. It really is. It's pretty. The whole house was done up beautiful. And did the child ever wear any clothes? They showed a little thing of her putting balls on the tree and her damn titty balls was falling out. That's like, do you ever wear clothes? Never, huh? Okay. That's why you don't eat. Anyway, moving on. So she had all these little things going on, and then she had, now this was weird, she had a broad and a bubble on the pool. And I was wondering, it was like they put her in this globe and blew it up. And I was like, oh, circus act at Christmas. She had these wings on and she was just over there. I didn't understand it, really, because she wasn't cute. What she had on wasn't cute. It just was, bitch was useless. I just thought she was useless. I was like, well, okay. And then Jasmine made a big deal of her. After she made people wait for her to come. Listen, there were some people that was really sharp. And there were some people that were really dressed down. Like Kendra, what Kendra had on, I hated it. Kendra looked like she was going to a baby shower. What Leah had on was cool. It was a white suit, white pantsuit. It was cool. Imani was ready. Holiday. Yes. I ain't even got to tell y'all about Brittany. Stop, don't play with me. Brittany came in there. You know, Brittany, and when she gets dressed, it's a whole production. And Brittany came in there giving you very much Harlem Nights. You know, and you can see, this is the thing. Brittany, we know Brittany is black. Okay? But when you look at Brittany, you see a white woman. But we know Brittany's ours. She's a black woman. She is for all intents and purposes, her paperwork, she black. Okay? She's black. Light-skinned black woman. That's what she is. But you can see it in her styling. Her styling and her swag tells her whole story. So whatever you thought or you think you know, just look at her. Everything she does, when you look at her skin, she black like this. But when you look at her swag, she's very much black like this. And everything she does has that that flow to it. And it was she looked just like she could have been one of the extras for one of the real big scenes on Harlem Nights. She looked beautiful. She had like the whole like finger wave type of hairdo thing with all the clips, and they were all rhinestone, totally overdone. Totally overdone, sharp to the mug. And the gown, I said, oh, this bitch. Décolleté and back out. Both legs, slits up both legs. I said, Brittany, yes! Yes! Brittany came in there Christmas party, okay? I thought she looked fantastic. And Mac always looked good. He's sharp anyway. He always looked good. They came in. They was representing black men. I said, y'all better come on. They was short. And then Shanique. I've grown to like Shanique a lot more this season because she, if you've noticed, her personality is changing. It's not this old me and Jasmine is the mean girl. She ain't pulled away from Jasmine. That's her dog. But I think she sees that it's a little better to be cool than to be. Don't anybody really want to be the villain on purpose. Not unless you really want to do that. Because you can't bounce back and forth. You can't be nice sometimes, be the villain sometimes. You're going to either own it or you're going to leave it alone. And I don't think she wants to be the villain. I don't. I think she thought she did, and she's like, nah, I think I like getting along a little better. But she came in, she had on a fierce old gown, and it was fitting her. I said, whoa, come on, Shanique. Robert looked really good. That gown, though, hers was definitely, it was more, she was all covered up, but it was very body conscious, and it was fitting her like, She looked really, really good. She really did. Now, like I said, there were some folks in there that they look nice. They really look nice. But by far, them two, her and Brittany, Christmas party. That's Christmas party with the rich folks. Jasmine looked like one old whore at her own Christmas party. And I don't know no nicer way to say it. I hope y'all don't get upset. I don't really care if y'all get upset, for real. She looked like a common street walking whore at her Christmas party. It wasn't cute. It wasn't flattering. Yes, mama, you got a body. You're a very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. But you look like a whore. Wasn't nothing sharp about it at all. Wasn't nothing classy about it. Nothing. Everything out. Ass out, titties out, back out. Tacky. And you had to keep pulling your dress down. Women who wear dresses that are... I'll give you a perfect example. Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton is one of the nakedest whores that you'll ever see at a show. At an award show. One of the nakedest whores you'll ever see. Her. J-Lo. Naked whores. They'll be totally naked. One thing you never see is them fidgeting and pulling and fixing it. Because it takes a certain type of woman to be able to pull that off. To be able to really pull that off. To be that risque sex kitten and still maintain her. There's a specific type of woman, and unfortunately Jasmine's not right now. She could grow to be. She's young. She's a young girl. But right now she's not. And she just looked cheap to me. That's my opinion. And my opinion is the one that counts on here because it's my channel. And I do fashion. That's what I do. She looked cheap. And I know the dress wasn't cheap. But it looked cheap. Fabric and all. It looked cheap. She's giving side tit and all that. It was horrible. It was horrible. And her behavior don't help none of it. Anyway, We'll get back to it in a minute. I'm gonna tap back into it and tap her ass a little bit more before we go, because this is the finale. So listen. So she came and made this big deal about this broad out here in this bubble with the ugly outfit on that wasn't cute in the bubble. So Leah is a clown. So Leah out there like, girl, let me get in that damn bubble and see what this is all about. So she gets in the bubble. Now this I thought was fun. Because, you know, by this time she had a few drinks. People were starting to loosen up. And people enjoyed it. They did. The people came out. Nobody knew why they were going outside to see that whore in that bubble out there. And they didn't care about the bitch in the bubble out there. Now, when Leah got in the bubble, they all were getting their life. They was cheering and laughing. And Leah gets into the bubble. Well, when Jasmine notices that Leah done got into the bubble, she's like, what is she doing? And then she goes over there. And they're like egging Leah on. Jasmine went over there and did y'all catch it? She went over there and pushed Leah. She pushed the bubble, and she's the reason that Leah fell. Leah lost her footing, and she fell, and she rolled back, and she hit her head going into the pool. I seen it. I seen it. I seen it all. I said, that was nasty. And I was like, whatever. Anyway, so it continued on, whatever, did what it did, and it was funny, and everybody was at first, because, you know, Brittany was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Like she said, you can hear in her confession, she's like, I went into doctor mode, you know, wanting to know she's all right. But I'm like, child, Leah's tall and beautiful. She fine, child. And she was over there laughing, and they were having a good time. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm trying to do 52 different things at one time, being grown. Okay? I'm back. I'm back. Anyway, somebody will say something smart about that in the comments. Oh, shut up. Anyway, so I thought it was fun. It was very lighthearted. Everybody really enjoyed it. So they get her up, they get her out of the bubble, and that was that. So then you get Jasmine doing some little thing. Jasmine's like, they're like, Jasmine's the one that pushed you. Of course, Brittany caught it. And Jasmine's the one that pushed you, girl. That's how you end up falling. And Jasmine's like, yeah, I did it. And I said, whoa, what happened to the fun? And Leah was like, really? So that's what we're doing? When people come to your house, you push them in the pool. That's what you do. You know, you can tell she's a little irritated about it. And the way Jasmine was very condescending and very, and that was her thing. She really didn't appreciate Leah getting in the bubble because Leah had taken the attention. That's all it was about. Leah had taken the attention. She had gotten the attention of all the people, and all the people were cheering her on and enjoying her. And you were bothered. Get yourself together. Now, you've done everything that you could. You did a great job putting your party together. You have a beautiful party going here. You have all your friends, everybody come to see you. You know? Spotlight's on you still, sis. And then you got this stupid dress on. You look like the only whore at the party. Everybody got their eyes on you. And I promise you, when they got in their cars, everybody was speaking about you. Promise. Anyway, you didn't have to act like that. And then Kendra was like, she didn't have any business getting in there anyway. Really, Kendra? Little ghetto mom. Really? Because you were all for it at first. I said, you know what? We ain't doing that. I said to myself, I ain't even going to make nothing of it because they trying to move past it. Ain't going to make nothing of it. But Kendra, I see you. Shut up. Shut on that. Anyway, I don't see what was what the issue was that she couldn't get in the ball. I love that she got in the ball. I thought it was funny because I didn't give a damn about the bitch that was in the ball. The bitch that was in the ball was boring. She was a boring ball riding bitch with a dumb outfit on and wasn't nobody paying no attention and nobody knew why the hell she was in the pool at the Christmas party in the ball. It was funny when Leah got in the ball. Leah was the party in the ball. Moving on. Next thing, baby, when I tell you my girls down in LA are Chez, That Mariah Carey, did a Mariah Carey impersonator came in there. Stupid. See, that's old god daggone Jasmine trying to be groovy. So you got this Mariah Carey impersonator. Corn ball. Corny. She didn't even have all of Mariah down, you know. She was like trying to keep it together, but it wasn't, nobody was really feeling it. And when I tell you, the girls were letting that Mariah Carey impersonator have it. Have it. Do you hear me when they said, baby, that's a $1.99 version, Mimi? I said, oh. Baby, they gave her, honey, we don't know her, honey. They were shady. They let her have it. And she was useless. She was just as useless as the bitch in the ball. I was like, girl, these party antics is just stupid. I like the ice sculpture better than the bitch in the ball and the Mariah Carey impersonator. They were both stupid, honey. I said, get on out of here. Anyway, moving on. Cute party, dumb antics. Anyway, so then, just when you thought it couldn't get no better, out from upstairs, okay, because they had this whole little situation where Kendra and them, Ghetto Kendra, who said that Leah shouldn't have gotten the ball, Ghetto Kendra tried to go upstairs because Jasmine told the lie that her husband was right upstairs sleeping. So she said, I gotta go to the bathroom. She wanted to go try to go upstairs to the bathroom. And, you know, she had security. Cute little security guard. He was like, no, bitch, you ain't going upstairs. Get out of here. He was cute, though. But, my question was, if they'd have let you upstairs, Kendra, what was you going to do? Go in the bedroom? You want to go in the bedroom and wake her husband up? If you don't sit your ass down. Hobart, if you don't come and get her ass. And then when he showed up, I said, really, Hobart? Because if he didn't look like he was going to the daycare to pick the baby up, I was like, Lord have mercy. And this is why we like Hobart, because he just don't give a damn. He's just normal. He extremely normal. He was so out of place. That little jacket on. I said, you look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. You look about as ridiculous as that dumb top that your wife got on. But y'all go ahead. Anyway, so like I said, then from upstairs, here comes this choir. A whole choir. And they get to sing and go tell it on this here mountain, okay? And it just didn't work. It just didn't work. Because now we got all the black people acting like they black like this instead of black like this. And they down there dancing to go tell it on that there mountain. And they was looking ridiculous. Now, one thing that we did as black folk, there's just certain times that you just don't carry on. And you could be totally drunk. You could be totally drunk. And when gospel comes on, you act right. You act right. It's just ingrained in us. Everybody out here, y'all know I'm lying. If y'all say I'm lying, I'll have a conversation with you in the comments. It ain't gonna be no nice conversation, but I'll have a conversation with you in the comments if you tell me that you know some black people, that when gospel music is playing, and you ain't got to be at church, but gospel music start playing, and then there's the presence of a choir who is singing the gospel music. Get to singing about go tell it on there that they ain't going mountain over there. And you tell me y'all gonna be dead. You ever been that drunk? Because I ain't. I ain't never been that drunk. Not never. Jose Cuervo ain't never told me to... Why they telling it on the mountain? They going to tell it on the mountain you sit up straight. And I'm about gay as it gets. You know, I'm very this. Go tell it on the mountain. I'm very this. Because this is what's proper when they're talking about going and telling it on the mountain. There's just somewhere, somehow, you got to respect something. All of the antics is fine. Antics are fine where they belong. I'm sorry. Praise and worship is serious. And I don't care where it shows up. Even when you're at a bar and something gospel happens. Something spiritual happens. Because something spiritual can happen anywhere. Y'all know I do drag. And in the presence of it, even when a drag queen performs a gospel song, in the presence of, you just don't do that. You sit up and you be quiet and you pay attention. It's just something that we do. It is ingrained in us. It really is. And if there's one or two of us that it's not ingrained in, I'm going to show you what the rest of us do to them with the ones that was doing that stuff they was doing. Tell it on the mountain. Yeah. Go tell it. Go tell it. Go tell it on the mountain. When we see that, the ones of us who it is ingrained in, we do this. You know you need your ass whooped, right? Okay, I'll just check. You got to respect something sometime. I thought they looked ridiculous down there with that popping and twirling and carrying on. Trying to go tell it on the mountain a pop jam. If you don't sit y'all's ass down, it looked ridiculous. And then you got old Jasmine with the old Jezebel outfit on going to jump up there with him. I said, oh, get her down from there. They standing up there in their robes and she gonna jump up in there with that damn dress. I said, oh, wait a minute. Get her down from there. I'm gonna go tell it on the mountain all night, and I'm gonna tell about you. I'm gonna tell on you, bitch. Get down from there. I was like, Lord have mercy. Okay, this is enough. This is it. Is it? It's over. We not club dancing to go tell it on the mountain. We just ain't gonna do that now. That's enough. Go on. And some of the people in that choir was bopping a little bit too much. I said, what is all this hair swinging and shit? I still love y'all, but don't y'all pull that shit no more. That was a mess. Go tell it on the mountain. Yeah, I'm gonna tell all right. I'm telling. Anyway, all right, I'm done. See, I done got the babbling. Look how long it's been. I'm done. I'm finished. This is it. This is it for my review. This is over. I'm going to miss you all until you all get back. Married to Medicine, LA. We'll be pulling for y'all. Y'all go do what y'all got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. Make sure we get you back here with more episodes. I'll see y'all when y'all return. All right, you guys. I'll see y'all in the comments. I know we're going to be doing some back and forth in the comments. Remember, black like this. Show some respect, honey. Go tell it on the mountain. Goodbye.